Hello, Kinga and Jai Shri
Hello.
Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji, and welcome to everybody who watching this interview. I'm Daniel Boston with Kinga Malec. She's a professional dancer. She's a Sahaja Yogi. Since she will tell us, I pretend that I don't know, but you will see what she tell us. Before we start, I'm not sure if Kinga remember, we are now in Brazil, in Brazilian tour, who just finished. In few days we'll be starting the puja seminar. Actually start since yesterday, but the puja will be day after tomorrow, I'm understanding well. So we are very excited about the puja, but I decided to talk with Kinga, and she graciously agreed to talk with me for our benefits about her life in Sahaja Yoga, her life in dance, and all other detail. I have to tell you that we prepared that interview quite well, but I forget half of the things she told me, so I will rely on her memory. So, something else I want to tell you. Kinga was the first Sahaja Yogi I met in Brazil 3 weeks ago. We met in airport in Florianopolis, waiting for the people to pick us up.
Sure.
She was the first Sahaja Yogi I met there. So this kind of stuff you never forget. I mean, you look for everybody else, and all of a sudden find one person, and this time happened to be Kinga. Kinga, your name, your origin. Tell me everything about before I make a fool of myself.
Yes. So my mother's second name, Kinga. That's why she gifted me this beautiful name. The origins of this name is from Hungary. So there was a Hungarian queen who got married with Polish king at medieval ages, and that's how the name came to Poland. And Saint Kinga is a patron of the salt miners. So it's since then it is popular in Poland, so that's my name. It doesn't mean the queen.
like I believe.
Yes, it means the one from the fighting family. But she's a saint patron.
Malec means something?
Yes, actually it means small.
Malec or Malec. There
Yes.
are, I reckon, in Czech you have Malec. Malec. Okay. Kinga, you are a Sahaja Yogi. You told me before, your mother get her realization,
Yes.
and practically she, I don't use drag, but she
Inspired.
take you with her in different location, puja and for everything else. Can you
Yes.
develop that in the family dynamic?
Yes. So we have quite big family, 5 siblings. I'm the fourth one, 3 elder sisters and a younger brother. Our mom came to Sahaja Yoga when I was 2 years old, so that was 1990. And we've attended a couple of programs with Sri Mataji present in Poland. And it was very natural way that mother inspired all of us, children first, and also her mother, sister, and everyone to try at least self-realization and start meditation. Many of us remained, some not till date, but no problem. All of us basically got inspired, and so growing up in Sahaja Yoga was a very normal and beautiful way. I remember as a child, maybe we went to Kabela twice. All what I remember was long queues for the meals and sleeping bags all over. But those times we had limited access to international Sahaja Yoga, so we relied on the videotapes with the mother's speeches and printed, translated talks. So that was the start. And then slowly growing up, We had many national seminars, and then I also went to the international Yuva Shakti seminar at the age of 15 or 16. So that was something which came later.
Let's put it in the historical context because you didn't
Sure.
talk about the year. I know it's rude to ask a woman the age, but I want to know when this kind of things happens. So your mother get a realization in 1990,
Yes.
and you were a child by that time.
Yes, I was 2 years old.
2 years old,
Yes.
and she give you the realization by default.
By default, yes, yes.
Being there.
Yes.
With all the so and Poland, but we have to mention that you are from Warsaw,
Yes.
whatever everybody pronounce differently. We call it
Warsaw in English, Warszawa in Polish.
Warszawa, we call it Warszawa as well in other Eastern European countries. We call it normal name, the normal pronunciation. All right. So, excuse me. So. Your first memories in Sahaja Yoga are the trips in Kabela
And the local collective.
and the local
Yes.
collective. I remember when we prepared that interview because I want to know a few things about you apart from the dance. I don't know you your little details from your life, and that's why I want to know. When we prepared that interview, you told me that you been in Sahaja Yoga as a children and as a teenager, more or less in the environment. But
Yes.
after that, you have that
Breaking point.
connection.
Yes. So
That's a subject for me.
yes, I think all of us who were born in Sahaj or grew up in Sahaj, we went through that phase by default. So coming to the collective, to pujas, meditating, food soaking at home as something very natural thing to follow. And because we also gathered an experience and knowledge, so we subtly we still grow, but it's a bit maybe not fully conscious growth. And then obviously growing up, becoming an adult, we have to rediscover it for ourselves personally. And in my case, it started with the solo trips to India. For my dance practice, basically. So I went first time to India on my own in 2009. I was about 20 years old at that time. And why that was a breaking point for me? Because I was finally on my own, suddenly on my own. And I didn't have that driving force in the presence of a family or collective who would really support me in the everyday meditation. So I had to find that self inspiration and self motivation to really have the desire to meditate on my own, foot soak every single day. And it wasn't easy to find that motivation, that strength, but I realized that's the only way really how to go through everyday life. And I found that desire, and that was the moment which really I think made me like a conscious adult Sahaja Yoghini on my own. And of course giving self-realization here and there always used to happen, but after that point it was more really something of my own experience sharing with others, and seeing friends and people whom I know who want to try meditation. It's been always a very fascinating and beautiful experience, and also strangers, why not? Thanks to the divine, the fact that I'm a dancer of Indian classical dance gives me a way to speak about Sahaja Yoga, because it's a natural way when, being a white European dancer, doing Indian classical, it is natural that people are interested how I came to know about the dance style, how I got interested, why I want to pursue it full-time professionally. So then it's easy for me to say I started with mother, with Sahaja Yoga meditation, and that's how slowly the interest into classical music and dance finally came. And in the childhood, that might lead to the next topic, but I started when I was a child. We didn't have any possibility to learn Indian dances in Poland, so I did everything else. At the age of 5, I started with the rhythmic dance class. Then at the age of 6, I did Polish national dances, which I remained for 12 years in the dance group, touring already in Poland and abroad, performing, and then figure skating for 6 years, and ballet, gymnastics. So that was my base, and I was waiting for some teachers to come. And then finally, when I was finishing my school, I finally found a Polish dancer who was traveling back and forth to India and then teaching the Polish dancers. And that's how I joined the Indian dance community in Poland, joined the dance group, and then started traveling to India on my own later on.
Listening to you, I smile because you bring into discussion the fact that you are something in this world of Indian dance and Kathak and everything. You are like an exotic stuff for them, you know. Maybe the world is not the best one, but it's something like that. I mean, having someone from a different culture, white, completely different in the culture, make them being very curious. And it's true.
Yes.
You can use that as a grip, you can use that as a hook, and from then on you have a bridge already. So that's very smart. I remember I have a note here talking about the Varsovia collective, which are hundreds. Do you remember the emulation from this time? So you are young initially, but you grow there.
Yeah.
How was the emulation? Because I suppose it was the same like in Romania when I get my realization.
Yes,
like
probably similar. Like the Sahaja Yoga in Poland started with Swiss and French yogis coming and sharing Sahaja Yoga with us. Then Shri Mataji came 5 times to Poland. So those times, hundreds of seekers were there, and then slowly the collective built in many different cities. Warsaw and the South Silesia region was like the biggest 2 collectives. And of course, those times in the 90s, the history of Sahaja Yoga in Europe was very dynamic. So many challenges, many different situations. But I think majority of the yogis from those times stayed till date. And we had very, very dynamic Yuva Shakti, so performing for Shri Mataji in Kabela, Rom Ashram. And then I was a little child at the time, but then when I grew up, I followed the same. So yes, that was thanks to the local collective. Obviously, we stayed, we survived, and we keep on going, right? And then I started traveling abroad to also meeting other collectives and Kabela, India. So thanks to obviously our local collective that we are still here.
You tell me something probably 5 minutes ago about how you decided yourself. It's up to you now. You are by yourself. You have to do it. It's not about the collective carrying you. It's not about the train. Now you have to be the engine.
Yes.
Your own engine, your own guru. That's one part of the subject. The other one is the self-discipline and the motivation, which I remember we talk a little bit about that. We agree that we have to be motivated, we have to be strong and carry us on. I use that opportunity to talk about this subject a little bit, because it's not a critique, but my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you think differently, more welcome to tell me. I believe people using these kind of events like Vashi. You go to Vashi, go to the doctor. That's maybe a little bit of lack of confidence in yourself. Go to the doctor to make you better. Come to the event to do 3 foot soak per day. There's nothing wrong, but I'm not sure how these habits are developed when you are not here. And I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the people. Do you have the same feeling, or
Not here, meaning
just
where?
me? So I'm not sure that the people are, or most of the people are carrying this discipline. And
Yogis, you mean?
yeah, I'm talking about yogis carrying this discipline. So it's just a feeling. Maybe I'm wrong. That the people use that event, those kind of events. I'm going to Brazil. I'm going to Cabela. Let's do food soak there. I'm not sure if they're doing regularly. If they are doing that's very good. But I want to reinforce that.
Okay, so
It's not up
think-
to us to teach anybody
yeah,
how
we
to
all
do
are
it.
different. We all are unique.
Yeah.
We all are beautiful, and we all have our inner personal path and way.
Yeah.
How to get that connection, our individual connection with
Yeah.
the divine. So the paths are the unlimited number of paths, and for some, just growing within your own collective and doing self-meditation should be enough. For some, it's not enough, and they need that boost. They need to go to other collectives and experience different stories, share the stories, share vibrations, and that itself is a very big boost of inspiration and motivation to grow. And I think as a collective we need that exchange. Mother always spoke about go
Absolutely.
here, go there,
Absolutely.
share and
But
do
not
everything.
relying only on that. That is my
Of course,
that is my point.
the base is with ourselves at home every
Yes.
single day that you get up, you do your meditation in the morning, and then before bed you do your foot soak every
Tell me
single
about your
day,
discipline.
and then if that is lacking, if your every single day individual meditation is lacking, then I think you can't really grow within the collective, and the growth is very slow, and then it's very easy to fall sick, to catch different catches, right? So self-discipline for self-meditation and everyday food soak and candles, mantras is very important. Now coming back to Vashi topic, I've heard from many yogis that it's a wonderful experience. Not necessarily going there as a sick person. Obviously, it's a unbelievably effective way to cure illnesses if you can't really cure it other way, right? But just as a vibrational boost and deep clear out, I've heard it's absolutely amazing. So last year, me and my husband decided, okay, let's go, let's experience that. And as I said, growing in Sahaj, having that slow growth during often gives us very peaceful, very non-problematic life. I'm talking about us born or grown up in Sahaj. So my life has always been good. Non-problematic, no serious illnesses, and really I think we have that ability to detach, to really take life as it is, to balance our emotions and everything, deal with stress and everything. So I didn't go there with any specific problem, but out of curiosity, because so many yogis and my family also were there before. So we went, and to be honest, I've experienced one of the best moments in my spiritual life there. One of those things which you hear Shri Mataji speaking about, some sort of state, which you just hear in the talks, but you have never felt it. Not only talking about constant, strong, cool vibrations. I had, after 7th day, we stayed there 10 days. I had an experience of a cool breeze, like a fountain, coming out from the head itself, from the head. Not that I put my hand and I feel the cool breeze on my hand. That was always what I used to feel in different situations, right? But I felt literally like a stream of fountain of cool breeze coming out from the center of the head, up.
Like boom.
Like, yes, like a fountain. And it was something which I really felt first time in my life. And that time the doctor said, Kundalini dancing, Kundalini dancing. And it was absolutely amazing. After that, I didn't feel it again, and previously also not as well. So
That's my problem. Why we have to go there to feel it? Why no? Why we no different? Why we don't feel it at home? Okay, not in the market, not in the city. At least no.
I've had in
our
a random
garden.
situation. I've had many times that I felt amazing and cool vibrations, and but not. It's not like I sit for meditation every day and I feel vibrations every single day. No, it's many times I feel hot or nothing for weeks, and then, but always giving self-realization is always guarantee you feel the vibrations. Leading programs, I lead, co-lead with another yogi in Liverpool. We lead meditation for newcomers, and even this is very extraordinary. Even the day might be bad, I might feel hot or nothing, or even not motivated to come up and speak to these people, or even sad. But I know it's our job. We are on this planet to do this work. This is our only purpose. So when I stand up, and I am a person who has no problem with performing, singing, dancing, playing instrument on stage publicly, no problem. I grew up, this is my life, this is my normal situation, but not speaking. Only through this need to share my experience through different interviews or present my dance on stage, and then leading programs only really relaxed me in a way that I am able to do it, and then I enjoy it, but not in the very beginning. So then I start, and then it flows. And always during self-realization, always, doesn't matter how bad was my day, how heavy I feel, always in that very moment I feel super strong cool vibrations. So this is very clear that it does work, and we can feel it, anytime, anywhere. I often find myself also thoughtless while traveling somewhere, or being in the nature, or listening to beautiful music. Not necessarily when I sit for meditation and try my best to be thoughtless. Yeah. So, but I think tours and pujas are absolutely necessary for our growth, because that gives us that boost which lasts for some time, and then we are more motivated to do it on our own. Yeah, that's it.
Motivation.
Inspired.
Yes, motivation.
Have that driving force.
Discipline.
Yes.
I want to develop more on that, because sounds like we give a sermon, or we give
Yes.
a lesson to someone else. I mean, you can do it because it's your interview, but I stop myself. I find the tour and I find the gathering completely different than your normal life. So in your normal life, you have a routine. or at least I have a routine with Delia. We have our way of doing, and I find myself in this tour, and not only in this one, everywhere we go, tour or not, just event, behaving completely differently than our, because you have a different environment. I mean, you cannot do it food stock like you do at home regularly. We do it in the morning as well, or I
I'm
do.
sure if you want, you can. I
So
do anytime I want.
at home you are your own MC, but yeah, here it's a different dimension. We have to adapt.
Yes.
Um, let's talk about your career. Let's talk,
Yes.
because you are a professional dancer, you
Yes.
are a professional choreographer, you earn your life to that one. And talking with you last time, I don't bring that into discussion, but I will bring it now because you are recorded. You give your time. You give more than, you are not an amateur dancer who come here just to. It's fun anyway. For many people, it's fun as well. It's okay to be fun, but you give more than that. You give up a lot of time which you can do your normal business. I mean, it's a career.
Yes.
So I want to make sure that that is recorded, because many people maybe do not realize. My
How
job
much
is
hard
my
work
job is
goes
to
into-
listen to all the discussion, and
Yes.
I pick up discussion with you and someone else who doesn't know that you are a professional
Sure,
dancer.
sure.
And he was a singer. You are together nearly all the time, and he was, what's your job? You are going to the office tomorrow? No, I'm going to my dancing classes.
Yes.
Okay. Um, tell me that you start since you were young.
Yes.
We can develop a little bit on that aspects of your first years of starting the dance.
Yes, so thanks to mother who clearly noticed that I have that inclination towards rhythm and dance. Actually, all of us, all my siblings, we have learned playing an instrument, classical instrument, in the childhood for at least few years. And one of my sisters also did ballet school for 6 years. And another sister, Magdalena, she finished her professional full education in piano, organs, and harpsichords. She's a 3 masters holders in the music in 3 different countries, and plays Baroque and Renaissance music professionally. So that's her professional path in music. Then me, it was quite natural that when I was 5, my mom put me to rhythmic dance class. Then at the age of 6, I joined the Polish national dance group, doing folk and national dances for 12 years. So there already we had performances very often in Poland and abroad. So I grew up on stage, basically backstage, changing costumes and all these things, teamwork. And then I also did figure skating for 6 years, having ballet and gymnastics class as well. So that was the foundation. And I went to school, which was normal school, primary 6 years, and then gymnasium 3 years. But it had that sport class. So we were S. Half of us did figure skating, half of us did gymnastics. And in the same time, I did Polish dances. So that was the base. And then going to high school, I went to high school with to the class with the language and culture profile. So I studied Latin, English, Portuguese, and Russian. So because my Portuguese teacher was very passionate about Portugal and Brazil and its culture, she organized these tours to Portugal for 2 weeks and to Brazil for 2 months. And because of that, I also started training capoeira, which is a martial art mixed with dance, and different jazz, salsa, everything. And then after I finished my basic schooling of 12 years of education, I wanted to study actually Iberistic studies, so Portuguese language and its culture, or Indology, so Indian languages, Hindi probably, and Indian culture. Somehow it came that I didn't get admission, so I studied English for 1 year, and then I picked up other cultural anthropology studies for 1 year, but I figured out it's really not for me. So then I found out about the choreography studies, and then I got admission in the first place. So clearly that was the path for me. So I did 3 years bachelor's and then 2 years master's, and that was full professional training, including choreography, composition, improvisation, all the dance techniques, ballet, contemporary jazz, European court dances, Polish folk dances, and also because it was on music academy or music university, we had also choir, we had the piano, we had an analysis of a musical composition and all these things. So that was full 5 years of professional training, studying in the field of dance as an art form.
And you finished
And,
when you were about 19 years old? You finished?
Studies?
Yes.
No. No, I was in my 20s,
In
late 20s, because
late
I had
yeah.
like 3 years searching and then 5 years studies. So
You still dance as a professional?
yes, so from the moment before I started the choreography studies, I already joined the Polish dancer who was traveling back and forth to India. She's not a yogini, but she was very passionate. She still is. She still there teaches. So she was teaching semi-classical, Bharatanatyam, Bollywood dance courses in normal dance schools. So then I joined for 4 months course, and then she took me to her dance group. So I already started performing with Indian dances and earning on that. And then by mutual connections of one yogini and one lady who had an Indian shop, she proposed a Bollywood dance class in her newly opened fitness club. So that was the very first actually dance class which I taught on my own. And since then other dance schools just came to know about me, and that time in Poland it was quite a big boom for Bollywood movies, which were sold with the local newspapers. So we had a big demand for Bollywood dance courses, and I started teaching, and students loved me immediately. So then from a few years of going to different dance schools and teaching there, then we decided, okay, we have enough interest to just rent a studio and bring people with us. And the students also said, Kinga, you must do your own. We will follow you till end of the world. You just have to start. So that was a natural way I started my own classes, and then I started traveling to India every year, and that keeps on continuing till now. Every year I must go to my India trip for at least 1-2 months to continue my classical Kathak training, because the knowledge has no limit. It's an unlimited ocean of knowledge. And even though after completing my choreography studies in Poland, and then I was studying Kathak in a traditional system. It's called Guru Shishya Parampara. So learning privately directly from the guru, from the master in India. I was searching, and I changed my gurus 3 times till I got to my current one, Srimati Nirupama Rajendra, based in Bangalore. And none of them were yogis, because I didn't know at that time, were not existing, or I didn't know about Sahaja yogis doing Kathak. So I find my other way, different ways. And
Can you tell me about you? The first time when
Yes.
when you tell me that you have few more teachers,
Yes.
gurus. So I'm just curious. It's important for me how you know that the first and the second wasn't the one for you.
You just feel it.
You just feel
because
it.
guru
You just feel
is not only a teacher who teaches the art craft, but it's also
the connection.
someone who really is an example of an artist, of a person, of a human being. And my first guru was excellent teacher and performing artist, but as a personal life, as a human being, I felt there's a lot
Yeah.
lacking, and I didn't feel like he's the one.
Yeah.
But he used to talk a lot about his guru, Pandit Biju Maharaj, which is like very famous in India. Used to be, now he's no more. Also, my first guru is not more. So I felt, okay, let me try to go to his guru. Why not? So the next summer, I went to Delhi. My first trip was in Lucknow with Arjun Mishra ji. Then I went to Delhi and learned from Birju Maharaj and his daughter Mamta Maharaj and Shashwati Didi. So these are like very, very big names, the biggest famous names in Kathak in the style Lucknow Gharana, which I do. And I learned from them, and it was again good from the content point of view, but I felt something was lacking from that spiritual thing. And after doing 3 years in a row of going to India in the summer for 3 months and training like super intense, because July, August, September, these are the monsoon season, and so rain non-stop, humidity 100%, and 40 degrees heat. It was extremely difficult to survive, but I was young that time. I didn't really it was like, it has to be like that, so it was normal again for me. But then after 3 years, I was quite exhausted physically and mentally after teaching full year in Poland and then training in India for 3 years. So that summer I didn't go to India, I just rested. And then my friend, another dancer, she called me that a wonderful Kathak dance couple is coming from Bangalore to perform in Krakow, and I must come. So she said it in a way that I somehow felt, okay, I really must. And I went straight away by train, 5 hours journey, and I sat at the audience, and the moment they entered the stage, I felt immediate goosebumps. My eyes were full of tears, and I felt my spirit uplifted immediately. And I just simply knew, okay, these people is a husband and wife, both dancing Kathak and Bharatanatyam as well. I simply felt, okay, I want to just learn from them. So I had a wonderful chat after the program with them. I was quite speechless, and they were also coming with a camera like that and recording reviews, like, how did you like the performance? Like, I was fully tears and I was speechless. But I said, I want to learn from you. That's what I want.
Can you tell us again the name of
Yes,
those people?
Nirupama Rajendra. Nirupama is wife, and Rajendra is husband. Together they are called as a duo of Nirupama and Rajendra. And they have
They are
Abhinava.
famous?
They are very famous. They have Abhinava Dance Company in Bangalore, which is south. It's very unique because Karnataka state is deep south of India, and Kathak comes from the north.
Kerala or
Kerala is here,
it's west.
Karnataka, and then Tamil Nadu. So it's south. South center. And it's not that common that the history of Kathak in Karnataka state is not very old. So my guru's guru, Maya Rao, she was the one who brought Kathak to the south and then developed. So it's very unique that Kathak is there. But the way how my gurus are presenting their art, their life and their full life and artistic life is all about celebrating life, the beauty of life, the joy of life, and you can clearly see it in their art as well, in the dance, the productions they do. They use the best musicians, the best props, the best costumes, the best music, sound system, lighting, stages. So if that quality is there, and the most important is the spirit behind all of this, and it's infectious. It basically spreads that joy and love throughout. Like us, like Sahaja Yogis, what we do when we perform, it's not an ordinary performance.
Yeah.
We do spread vibrations, and people feel that. Even if it's not a Sahaj tour or Sahaj program, if I perform known yogis would come after and they say, it, apart from it was nice, beautiful, blah, 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 all these things, of course, but they say that there was something special which they don't know what was that. It sort of touched their heart, made them emotional, or really deeply touched their heart and connected. They maybe didn't understand fully the story, but they felt it. They were into it. They could follow. And this is an example that art is universal. It really, we are all human beings with the same emotions and same feelings, and that's the purpose of the art, especially Indian art. It's not only the entertainment, but it's also and mainly to uplift our spirit, to bring us higher, our consciousness, and to get to that Satchitananda, that Ananda state of pure joy and just enjoying that bliss. And really, Indian art can do that. And even Western classical can also do that. That's why they feel, this audience, they feel special. They don't know why, but we of course know why. So coming to the gurus, my gurus are not yogis, but they are highly spiritual souls. And their full life is about celebration, about coming close to the God, connection, and sharing that with everyone. And they know I do meditation. They have been in Warsaw in my home. My mom prepared lunch, dal, and till they remember this dal of my mom, and they are so thankful. And my gurus always show me to other people, also their own Indian students, as an example of a person coming from very different culture, from so far, from another continent, to learn their classical art and doing it well. And also she always mentions that I am also a spiritual person. I do meditation every day and I spread and I perform for programs like that. So she always gives me her blessings whenever I perform. I ask her, like, this is the program or this is the tour, and I think of performing this composition because, and then she suggests, okay, yes, this is a good idea, you have my blessings, all the best. And this is very, very, very precious, because it's not common in the Indian gurus community to be so open, so encouraging, and so genuinely supportive for their students, especially coming from the West, because many are coming for business. They come for short time, learning something not 100% correctly, and then they go back, they teach, they perform, they earn, and then it's simply not as the standard and the quality it should be.
Just enough to make money.
Exactly. So having me as an example who really dedicated full life into learning and practicing, yes, as you said, giving up really my social life, my personal, I don't know, as a child and young, I never had really time or even desire to go much into cinema, party, or whatever. I was full my time dedicating to dance, to music. I also, actually, I didn't mention it before, but I also learned playing several musical instruments. So guitar, classical for 2 years, piano, classical for 2 years, flute at school for 7 years, and I always used to attend school choir, so I love singing as well. And then I learned santur from Indian guru for a year. So because my brother Anand, younger brother, is a tabla player, we performed playing ragas, santur, tabla, and then when I was good enough in Kathak, he was coming to classes and playing on my classes, and also we were performing together live Kathak and tabla, because this is how it's done traditionally. The dance, Indian classical dance, is performed with live music ensemble. Of course, it's not easy from many point of view to always perform with live music, but whenever it is possible, it's always nice to do so. It's also like very expensive to dance with live musicians and rehearsals and everything. So yeah, it is what is this.
There is something you cannot do it, or?
No, it's like living in the West. We don't have
instrument
enough.
you don't play.
Oh, oh.
There is something you
Yes, I have never done any
construction
office or normal
office
job in my
office
life.
job. So you are
Thanks
not
God.
you are not doing rockets science. No,
No.
only
Only
dance and 200 instruments.
Yes. My only job since I started earning was always teaching either language, English, or flute tuitions, then dance classes till now, and that's it. Performing, teaching, choreographing. Yes.
England, business, husband.
Yes. So after
Because
getting
you make my job very easily.
Yes.
You practically pick up my questions, so I don't need to.
Yes. So after 10 years of professional teaching, performing, running a dance school, professional dance group in Poland, also organizing many events as an artistic director of Indo-Polish Cultural Committee, I've organized many events, Holi, Diwali, Independence Day, blah, blah, blah. So then I also did my graduation in India, traditionally, as I said before, in the Guru Shishya Parampara tradition. So it's that graduation is a 2-hour solo dance program with live music, with live music ensemble, several musicians. So that requires, before that, I came to India for 5 months continuously to practice every single day, starting from 5 a.m. Practice 2 hours, then breakfast, then little rest, then again practice, then lunch, then again practice. Like that. So 5 months in India, I was preparing for that, and then 3 days rehearsals with live musicians, and then I did this graduation. It's called Ranga Pravesha, and after that I was pretty free in my life, and then I was ready to apply for Sahaj marriage, which I did, and I got married with Luigi, who's an Italian yogi, and he has a job in Liverpool. So that's why we came to Liverpool. He already lived there when we got married, so I simply moved in, and that was 3 days before lockdown in 2020. We got married 19, and 20 I moved. So new place, new husband, and new opportunities, and then lockdown came. So all my work actually shifted to online work. I started teaching on Zoom, performing online on different events. And then after the situation was a little better, maybe 2 years after, I started networking with the local dance communities, dance companies, which offered me different jobs, and either shorter workshops or classes, or bigger productions, which involve like 6 weeks of rehearsals every single day, Monday to Friday, for 8 hours practice and rehearsals, and then after performing. So I did a couple of shows like that, projects, and then yes, I'm a self-employed in the UK, so I can take any job related to dance, performing, choreographing, teaching. So that is continuing, and I still continue traveling abroad, because there are several festivals within Europe which invite me to teach or judge a competition and perform on the gala shows. So that is very nice that we keep this friendship amongst the Indian dance community dancers in Europe. And yes, sometimes in Poland I come back and dance with my girls, my team, Mohini Indian Dance Group. And of course, apart from non-Sahaj professional shows and workshops, I also perform at Sahaj events, tours and programs worldwide.
I believe we didn't talk enough, but I don't want to repeat ourselves. We didn't talk enough, but we touched that subject, and I love it, bringing the spirituality through the. I don't think it's anything more to said about that, but we have to reinforce, at least close to the end of our meeting, bringing the spirituality in the performance, any performance. So broadly speaking about any art, you know, there are two big directions. One is the art for the sake of art, and the other one is the art to send a message.
Yes.
I believe in both. What's your, because you have to send a message,
Yes.
but on the other hand, it's art for the sake of art.
Yes.
Because only that you manage to transmit something truly. So what's your take on that one?
Yes, art and entertainment often goes together because as human beings we need that time to set up our mind, disconnect, and purely enjoy. And of course, art, music, theater, dance, literature gives us this this ability to disconnect and to fully enjoy. That's fine, but classical art usually has that deeper meaning. And then if we as artists have that interest and inclination to to elevate our art to that level that it really transforms us and the audience for that purpose, higher purpose, then I think it's very beautiful. And I'm sure not every artist is capable to do so or even has an interest. That's okay. Why not? But if some have, that they should do. And Srimati just says that your Swadhisthana will only blossom and be in a good state, being an artist, if you express yourself and if you are realized. Because without self-realization, artists can often go into very problematic states, depression or a burnout, because it's very emotionally draining doing the art, especially performing art. So if we don't have the connection, don't have a possibility to cleanse futsog, mantras, kandhas, all the Sahaj cleaning techniques, these emotions, they will keep on lingering within and we might explode either that way or that way. Yeah? So it's very important that artists in Sahaja Yoga are constantly connected. So meditation and cleaning, constant regular futsog cleaning, and performing, sharing, because this is our duty, this is our job, to spread Sahaj, spread vibration, spread the beauty and love through our art. So also meditation obviously helps us as an artist in daily practice and in performing to really deliver as best as we can, and vice versa. The art practice helps to establish our attention, because we cannot practice without patience and attention. Establishes that confidence, that self-discipline and motivation as well, because it's very same. What you need to, you as an artist, you have to practice every single day and do your best. And then if you make your meditation as a everyday must schedule, like waking up, brushing your teeth, having your breakfast, and art practice, meditation should come in that category of something absolutely normal and must thing to do. So then
Are you doing meditations right away after the cleaning, or
in the morning?
yes?
So I'm a night owl. So not always my morning not always my morning meditation is actually happening, but if I have a possibility and time, yes, I my perfect day, which is happening quite often, I wake up, have my warm water with lemon to hydrate, 2 glasses, then I do stretching of the back, like really these stretches are coming from a bit of modern dance, contemporary, a bit of Pilates, a bit of yoga, even though I never did yoga as an exercise technique, but I know this is all connected. So relaxing and stretching back exercises, about 15 minutes, and then I feel my spine very much active, and then I sit for meditation. That's when my meditation is the best, in the morning. And then after, I often do a class in the morning, and after 1-2 hours from that I would have my breakfast after, and then the day passes on. I have different classes, this and that, and then but every night food soak is a must before going to bed. And of course, if you are married in Sahaja, I think it's very important that you keep really consistent that fact that you meditate every single day with your partner, because that's how we grow as well.
I want to ask you if your husband supports you, because that's obviously.
Yes.
And anyway, I asked you before and you tell me, but I knew it was a matter of common sense. Obviously, he supports you. Obviously, you have a good life together. How he coped with your so long absence? So he. Is part of
Yes,
the marriage life.
So the fact that we were matched by the divine of me being an artist, dancer, and my husband being non-artist, having normal, stable office job, was clearly for some purpose. And obviously the beginning wasn't easy in terms of we have to really understand each other. How is the nature of our work, our life? And that took some time. And after that we really understood, and then it brought us to a state of really understanding and supporting each other. And obviously, if I said straight away in the beginning that I'm a dancer, I'm an artist, performing artist, and if he minds that I won't marry him straight away, obvious thing. So he said yes, no problem. But then he didn't know what you eat it with.
He said yes, because before knowing.
So only with the passing life and examples of how the life looks like, then we could understand and yes, slowly support each other the best we can. And right now he's very supportive, very loving and understanding, and he enjoys a lot of my art and art in general. So it's necessary to have a supporting partner, because I know many of my friends, other fellow artists, many of them stop, especially talking about women. They often stop dancing after dancing 15 years. They get married, and then the husband objects, or the family of a husband objects, and then they stop. They can't pursue their art anymore, even though they were extremely good, talented. So this is very heartbreaking, and I didn't want my life to look like that. And I know clearly that I am here in this life in for that purpose, to spread Sahaj through my art. And I want, and I have to do it till as long as possible.
Obviously, you are, your goal, your path, you are ambitious. Probably the people who we're talking about, they don't have enough passion, enough desire to continue. So otherwise, they don't give up. So plus, depending on the circumstances, we don't know.
Yes.
The bell we heard a few minutes ago was the one who let us know that it's lunchtime. Therefore, even if I have another 200 questions, I will. No, but last one, very short, or whatever you wanted. I'm not hungry, but I don't want to keep you. Your impression about the tour?
Yes. This tour is like a dream for me, because I've been to Brazil twice before. First time with the non-Sahaj purpose as a young student, then second time on a South America tour in 2017, which we briefly did only 2 cities in Brazil. So now finally I had the chance to really experience that joy and that love and hospitality of the local hosting collectives. And we had a wonderful team of yogis from all over the world, from different countries, different ages. We had also children and a little senior yogis. So I think we did the best we could, and I enjoyed fully. And I'm a little bit exhausted physically after all these programs, but my heart is full of love and joy, which is just keep on spreading. And I think all of us, all the 3 routes, we experienced the very same immense love and joy. And also the quality of seekers was very good. We really had beautiful moments with the seekers, leafleting, self-realization, and I'm really grateful to be able to be a part of this tour. So big thanks to the organizers, which is a team of youngsters who did a wonderful job.
I hope I will talk with them.
Checking every single thing, every single decision of vibrations, and taking mother's guidance to decide on every single topic, even choosing which artist should join which tour, which I just came to know. So big thanks and gratitude to all the organizing team and wonderful collective of Brazil. We love you very much, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. Thank you.
Kinga Malec, I thank you for your openness. We were talking before, but looks like this interview, last time when we talked, I said the best interview is the one we don't have it, but I feel that we are good. I hope you feel the same.
Yes,
so
thank you, Uncle.
I thank you again. I'm an uncle now, so I'm the few older people she talk about during the tour, not performing, not being young, not being able to help enough. But I hope at least that interview will bring a little bit of my contribution. Kinga.
Thank you for inviting me. It's been pure pleasure to share my story as a yogini, as an artist. So thank you, and I hope you all will enjoy our interview.
We thank you. Thank you again, and people who are watching us, thank you for looking to our interviews. And again, Kinga Malec with us.
Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji.